Just heard from some of those directly impacted by the rollback to phase 2 in Pierce County. There is no doubt businesses throughout the county will be feeling it. So let's go a bit deeper to explain. And here's where I want to start. Stores, restaurants, gyms, theaters, museums are all moving back to 25% capacity indoors. Fewer customers allowed means fewer sales for many businesses that are already losing money. In phase 3, by the way, they're allowed 50%. Now let's talk about houses of worship. Religious services also going to be going back to 25% capacity indoors. In phase 3, they were allowed 50% capacity. Now let's talk about social gatherings. In Pierce County, indoors, you're now capped at 5 people max from outside your household with a limit of 2 households. In phase 3, it's capped at 10 people. As far as outdoor gatherings, well, outdoor gatherings right now capped at 15 people with a limit of 2 households. In phase 3, you can have outdoor gatherings up to 50 people. So the governor did not hold a news conference, but he did send out this tweet. Go ahead and put it up on the screen. And he says, under the Healthy Washington plan, Cowlitz, Pierce, and Whitman counties are not meeting the metrics to stay in phase 3. These metrics are driven by the virus, and we must continue to do everything we can to keep COVID activity down. Now, the Pierce County executive Bruce Dammeier said today the rollback will be devastating for businesses struggling to keep their doors open, and that we are in a much different situation now than we saw in the 3rd wave back in December.
Today, we're in a very different situation. First, the folks who are most vulnerable to really bad outcomes, our seniors, are mostly vaccinated right now. So we don't have that specter of that hanging over us.
Okay, with that said, right now the state moves counties back to phase 2 if they cross a threshold for cases per 100,000 people and hospitalizations. Dammeier says he's talked to local hospitals, and he says they're stable. Others have questioned the case numbers in Pierce County, saying the county does not include numbers from Joint Base Lewis McChord, but the state does. So we went directly to the county health department and asked them how they feel about the state using a different set of numbers for such a big decision.
I think it's important that we rely on the state's numbers for this. We want an even playing field that they can use across multiple counties. So we're very comfortable with the state using those numbers. Everybody's tired of this pandemic. You know, this is something that's been going on for a long time. We've had kind of some good news and then we've had some bad news, but we've bounced back each time. And this is another time that we need folks to dig deep, be patient. This is something where there's a glimmer of light at the end of the tunnel as vaccination rates increase in our community.
So that's the message from the county health department. Counties are evaluated by the state every 3 weeks, meaning the next time Pierce County could move forward into phase 3, or other counties could move back into phase 2. That is coming up on May the 3rd as the race between getting people vaccinated and keeping them from getting the virus continues here in Western Washington.